What is up, gang? It is your 2 billion IQ restreamer F George here, bringing you the finale of NoGA5. Coming up, we have, as slower as I already said, coming up we have Shovel Knight, King of Cards, and then bringing you some nice daily dose of Honk, and then finishing off the marathon with The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, respectively by PiePusher11 and Dopester Racing Against Jess, 43 games. And just as a reminder, we still have that bid war up for the Majora's Mask file name. Ace is winning quite comfortably, but who knows? It could always turn. Who knows? We could always, raise another 50 or so to make sure that Zelda still wins. For example, Ace is currently sitting at $71, and Zelda is currently sitting at 25. So it's still possible. So if you'd like the file name to be Zelda, then you can use the short link that's displayed on stream, or you can type !donate in the chat. But for now, we'll get ready on setup for the next run, because PiePusher is pretty much good to go here. And then we'll bring you pretty much the last few hours of this marathon. It's been a blast, as usual. And yeah, see you in a bit.
Hi everyone, I'm PiePusher11, and this is Shovel Knight, King of Cards. This is the most recent Shovel Knight game, came out a couple of months ago, and I'll be doing the 90% category of it. So let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1, go. So King Knight has, in my opinion, some of the coolest speed tech with his mechanics. So he's got this dash, and you can sort of roll out of it too. So that's generally the fastest way to play as King Knight. You want to be dashing and rolling out of it, and then so he's also, if you dash into something, you sort of get this jump and spin. That'll be how you attack guys below you. And oh my god. And like break blocks below you. You'll see me try to roll through stuff. If you do that, you won't bounce up out of it, so you can recover quicker. Also, compared to the other Shovel Knight campaigns, this has a lot more and a lot shorter levels. That they all end with that gold ring instead of having one level for each knight and having the boss fight at the end of it. So when this game first came out, there were a few different ideas for what would be the fastest route for any percent, based on like which items you want to get. One of the ideas was to get the scepter, which basically lets you do a really fast dash forwards, and it goes like across the entire screen in like half a second. But you just have to go so far out of your way for that, and the cost for picking it up is so high. So you'll see I'm trying to get a couple of these gold medals. I'm using those to buy the item. The one that I'm getting in this run will be the turncoat, which you can use to sort of take hits, and you can use it to attack, and I'll explain more when we get to it. It'll be near the end of this first world that I get it. So yeah, a lot of this game is just optimizing your dashing, rolling out of your dash. So when you bounce up like this, you can't do another dash immediately, but you can if you bounce off of something. So you see, once I bounce off of something, I'm able to do another dash midair. So I have to sort of hang in midair above these things until I bounce off it to get my dash back. Another thing with the early game is that the money route is really tight, so I need to get 6,500 gold by the end of World 1. So here's our first boss fight with Spectre Knight, and this boss fight has all the capabilities that you would have in the Spectre Knight campaign. He's got quite a few of his items too, but made pretty quick work of him. So Spectre Knight here is going to give us a deck of cards. This is what the King of Cards in the title is all about. So we're gonna go to this Joustus house here. So Joustus is the card game. It's sort of like a mini game in this game, but fortunately or unfortunately, if you're a fan of card games, you don't have to play Joustus at all in any percent. So we can just leave right away. But yeah, the idea, storyline-wise, is that we want to seek out the 3 Joustus judges and beat them so that we can become the King of Cards. And the first one is King Pridemoor, so we're going to his castle now. And here in this level I have to make sure to get 2 more of those medals, because I need 6 by the end of this level to get the turncoat. And that's that. So yeah, this game has some secret exits. There's actually 2 exits to this level. This is the hidden exit, and it brings me to Turncoat's Tower, where I buy the turncoat. So this item will let me bring up a shield, and I can sort of roll while doing it. So you see here, I have it active, and I can roll while it's up, allowing me to. I can use it to just sort of roll through enemies without really worrying about them. But another big use is you can absorb damage and shoot out this projectile, and its strength is relative to how much you've absorbed. So if you've absorbed 3 hits, it's at its max strength. So we want to get that item because it's really good for boss fights, but also because that level is a lot shorter than the alternative if we took the normal exit. So now we're going into the last level of World 1, and we get to fight King Pridemore at the end of it. So if you remember, I said I needed to get 6,500 gold by the end of this level. So I'm actually going to be breaking this checkpoint so that I can get enough. Now, it's a bit risky, so if I die, I'm going to have to play the entire level over again. But that's just what you have to do. So I'm going to try to make sure to... Okay. So I have 3,600 here, which is good. 3,500 is the bare minimum, but if I get 3,600, then I can skip breaking that checkpoint. So it's a little safer this way. If something goes horribly wrong in this fight, I don't lose too much time.
But it's a bad time for donations.
Now would be good, sure. Just got this one.
Alright, so we got $42 from Gumjaw. Says, thanks again, NoGA, for having me. Let's break that 500 goal. Good luck, good luck on the run, PiePusher, for royalty. Again, thank you so much for the $40. And with that, that puts us at $400. We're just $100 short. We only got a few hours left, so if you guys want to see that happen, make sure you get your donations in. Go back to the run.
Alright. Yes, thank you for the donation. Alright, so I said we needed 6,500 gold, and I only have 6,100. But right after this, I'm going back to the airship, and there's a really quick 400 gold. So the reason I needed all that money is to buy an upgrade. So I'm going to get the Battery Brigandine, or I just like to call it the Charge Armor. So what it lets me do is charge up and do this really fast dash. With this Charge Armor, I'm able to dash not only faster, but also in any of the 4 directions. So I can dash up and down, and that'll be used in conjunction with the turncoat for a lot of really cool skips. And now that we've got this, I don't need to worry about getting any more medals. Yeah, so we can see if you dash straight up with this, you can sort of cancel it into the turncoat and maintain a bunch of momentum. So yeah, most of World 1 was just to make sure that we could get all this equipment here, because we've got most of what we need for the whole rest of the run now. Turncoat's the only main item that I'm going to be getting, and we'll be relying on that for the majority of the rest of the run. Here we're taking another secret exit. It's just the fastest route through these worlds is to take these secret exits here. This next level is really cool. It's going to have a lot of these test tubes, and by bashing into them, you'll sort of make them shoot the corks out, and you'll be using that for a lot of your platforming. Oops. But yeah, with our charge armor, we can skip some of them. This is a really cool one. You just sort of skip that whole thing. Alright, this next level is going to be really cycle-based. You want to... it's got the cycles of the flames that you have to really worry about. So... yeah, so with our turncoat, we can just skip most of that first screen there by just going straight up. Again, we'll be using the charge armor and turncoat a lot for some skips. Yeah, so here from here on is you really got to worry about those flame cycles. I'm a little low on health, so I'm going to take this a little safe and get this chicken here. And good thing I did, jeez. Are those cycles global or by screen transition?
Alright, everyone, just calm down. Just calm down. Looks like PiePusher is having some internet issues. Oh, your stream went down. Just letting you know. Your internet went down.
Uh-oh. Crap.
Alright.
Okay, should I
just letting you know.
just reset my stream?
Yeah, restart your stream. 1 second. I really hope this might have triggered the OBS audio bug. Let's hope not. I will quickly double check on the stream.
1 second. Apparently, something happened to the stream.
Here, I'll restart my stream.
Okay, this did not trigger the audio bug. Hey, Slower, we're just having.
What a surprise!
It would not be a marathon without some stream content.
Okay.
I'll pause the timer, by the way.
Of
course, my stream goes down. Of course, my stream goes down.
What do you say, Pi?
Happens.
It's all good. Alright, let me know when you're back live, Pi.
I'm not sure. Could not access the specified channel or stream key.
Oh, add a 2 after this. That's just when the stream gets stuck.
Attitude.
There's that too.
Like the number 2.
Alright, so it should be pi 2.
Yep.
Alright. Should be back up. It should be. Yep.
Back live. Alright, just trying to get it back up. Sorry again, everyone, for the slight technical difficulties. We'll get you to run back soon. Yeah, I just saw something light up. There we go. Saw something light up. Alright,
Okay.
just copy that whenever.
Sorry about
We'll resume the timer.
that. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, yeah, so now this is the last level of World 2. We're gonna go fight the Troupple King, who was never really a boss or an antagonist at all in any of the other campaigns, but here we are, I suppose. Yeah, I just got this little auto-scroller, and then we'll be right at the boss fight after that. So if we have any more donations now, would be a great time for that. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, luckily we get healed right before the boss fight. So this boss fight will be all about getting these turncoat hits. If I can get those third stage turncoat hits, this boss should go really quick. All right, that last one was a little unfortunate, but not too bad. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of a safety strat here and buy a bit more health. Just to make the end part of the game a little safer. Yeah, so also, unlike the earlier campaigns where you'd have to fight everyone in the order of no quarter. You only have to pick levels from a couple of them. You don't have to even see all of the areas in the game. Ooh, that was a little sketchy. Yeah, I really like how every level has its own little gimmick. Like this one has those cylinders that you either stand on or bash into to get them to go in and out. This next level is going to have these little platforms that'll shoot electricity out of it, as we'll see coming up here. Okay, whenever anyone steps on any of those blue boxes, every single one on screen will shoot out electricity. So yeah, as you can see, even enemies standing on them will trigger them. So here we got a few more uses of the up dashing into turncoat for a few skips. Without that, you'd have to go all the way to the left of the screen and then all the way back. Alright, so this level, the gimmick is these sort of tornadoes, and there's going to be a few of them. Like, as you can see, there's a couple different colored ones. That just corresponds to when you go in one of them, you'll come out of the other one of the same color. But yeah, there's a couple ways to skip having to use all of them. And then in this last auto-scroller here, so the goal is up at the top, and the goal is actually already loaded, so if I could get to the top, I could theoretically just end the level early. So I'm gonna try to at least activate it while it's off screen. I'm not super confident in my abilities to play blind, but was still able to trigger it while it was off screen a little bit. This next level is really scary. They've got these big enemies, these green guys, who just are the worst. We got these fans that like to just blow you around all over the place. They're just generally annoying to deal with. So there's actually supposed to be one in this screen right here, but if I go underneath like this, the trigger for him just doesn't spawn for some reason. Alright, so now we actually have a refight against Spectre Knight, and if you played the original Shovel Knight, you'll know that when you fought him in that game, he acted a lot differently than this fight against him here earlier. So actually, if you once you get him down past 4 hits, he'll start to turn into the boss fight from Shovel Knight. And there is a way to actually kill him before he recovers all his health, but I've only ever gotten that trick once, and unfortunately I wasn't able to show it off here. But he's not too hard once you know what you're doing. So I was able to get through it pretty quickly. Yeah, I tried for the phase skip, but it's tough. Now we have the last level of World 3, so we got our next boss fight at the end of this, which would be a boss fight with King Birder, which is basically just a random bird that's possessed by the Enchantress. But, oh my god, did I really do that? Oh, that sucks. Had to happen somewhere. Yeah, mistakes with King Knight. It's really hard to recover. Like, you're really committed to doing a dash. So if you make a mistake like that, you're just kind of dead. What? Okay. Alright, so now we're at the boss fight against King Birder here. Now I actually picked up this Decree of Destruction earlier on, and it was for this fight in particular. So we got this little griffin fairy to come and help me, and he's gonna shoot these spike balls to help me do damage a little bit quicker. But for the most part with that fight, you want to just be aggressive and just attack them as much as you can. So now we find out that the whole Joustus competition being the king of cards, all that stuff was all just a sham, and we're gonna go, was all a trick by the Enchantress, so now we're just gonna go beat up the Enchantress. Thanks, yeah, that fight did go really well. I've definitely had a lot worse. So now there's just a couple more levels, so almost done. So this level is also really cycle-based. There's actually a way to skip a cycle on this last screen here, but it's really tough and risky, and I don't really feel like going for it. You can actually just drop underneath here and get underneath this moving spike platform. And get over here, cycle early. Oh, what? I rolled out of my dash a little soon, and a little too soon, and didn't get to the goal. So that's a really big time lost. So I gotta redo this whole thing now. Okay, there we go. Moving on to the next level. This one's also really tough. The last couple screens in this level are just really annoying. Sorry if I'm not talking all that much. I need to concentrate a little. Alright, that went pretty well. That red guy really really likes to mess with you. Ooh. Oh my god. I'm sorry about all this, but oh my god. That's why my estimate is really high, I guess. Oh my god, every time that hits me. Alright, this is the last level here. We got, the gimmick of this level is these green things. It'll sort of warp you up to the other side of the screen. Alright, normally I'd skip this checkpoint here, but I, based on how this has been going, should probably play it a little safe. So just like in Cyclone Sierra, the end goal is actually spawned already. If you can get to the top, it's technically possible to just finish the level right away, but to do that you need to play blind for a ton, and there's like a one-tile gap that you have to dash through. Because while the goal is spawned, there's a ladder you have to climb, and that's not spawned until it's on screen, or at least close. So even if I wanted to play super risky and go for that, I don't think it's really reasonable to do that outside of a task. Alright, so now that was the last level, so we're moving on to the final boss here. And the final boss is sort of like a gauntlet of 3 final bosses in a row. You have to fight the Enchantress, and then the true final boss right after. What am I doing? Alright, so in the Enchantress fight, I'm going to really use the turncoat as much as I can, because she shoots these energy balls at you, and absorbing them is really easy and a good way to do a lot of damage quick. And because it hits so low below me, I'm able to hit her even when she's below, like that. It's the only way to hit her when she's down there. Alright, and that's the Enchantress fight, so now we're moving on to the Grand Triumvirate, which is just the worst thing in the game. This fight either goes perfect or horrible. So time's coming up pretty soon if I get this. There's gonna be 2 phases in this fight too. So basically, I just want to climb on his hands and hit those gems on the side of his face. All while avoiding all these projectiles he's shooting at me. You get a good rhythm going, you can just keep hitting him in midair like this. A bunch, and more. Perfect, okay. Alright, so there's actually a glitch, a small glitch on this last fight here. Where, if you don't land on this, on his hands, he actually won't keep spawning. So time is coming up right now. Time. And that was King Knight, any percent. So I hope you enjoyed.
Get back in. Oh, apologies for that. I must have missed the timer. Are you running a timer on your own end? Okay, I probably missed the time then. Sorry about that. I was in the process of setting up the next run. Apologies about it. It was somewhere around the 41:30. Yep, somewhere around
41. Not bad. Yeah, my PB is a 39, so that's actually not that bad. There are quite a few pretty bad deaths in there too.
But yeah, apologies for that. I was just making sure that everyone coming up is set up and ready to go and all the beautiful stuff.
Right. Alright, yeah, so that's gonna be it for me, so...
Right, I still gotta set up the next, some little bit stuff for the next game, so in case you wanna like shout out some people and stuff, that is completely fine with me.
Yeah, shoutouts to everyone in the Shovel Knight Discord, and you know, all the King Knight runners who,
sorry. Just took a little bit while for me to set up the text on the end, but yeah, coming up we have Untitled Goose Game by Tasselfoot, and if there's anything like you want to say about like the run or anything, then assuming you already did that in like the final minutes, because I was very busy. Sorry about that.
yeah, yeah, I'm all good. Thanks for watching, everyone.
1 second. Alright, everyone, that's an awesome Shovel Knight run. I do want to say, I'm not exactly sure if PiePusher was aware of it, but Shovel Knight was also recently on the GDQ hotfix in the community spotlight. So, in case you want to check that one out, in case you want to see more Shovel Knight, then you can check the VOD for that. And yeah, coming out, as I said, we have Untitled Goose Game, we have some daily dose of Honk. But yeah, that's pretty much ready to go. We're almost ready with that. Just gotta prepare some final things, and then we'll bring you Tasselfoot. And pretty much the second to last run of the marathon, because after that is Majora's Mask with Dope Sarah and Jess, which will be the finale. So it's been a long event, but I'll